Good morning and welcome. Welcome into this new year here at the Unitarian Society together. Welcome to our annual Burning Bowl service, one of the beloved rituals here in this congregation. And for those of you joining us at home, welcome to you too as we gather two communities but one sanctuary on this morning. If you're joining us from home, you might want to get a couple of special things with you this morning so that you can participate in our ritual, maybe a piece of paper and a pen, and you can also get a small bowl of water if you would like to participate at home. Today is an all ages service, so kids are welcome to stay in the sanctuary, but we do have childcare available in Star King for the littles, and we have a wonderful table up here for folks. Anyone who likes to move around a little bit is welcome at this table up here for our service today. Our children's programming starts up again in the new year next week. Welcome into this loving community of seekers, where we strive to live with integrity, nurture wonder, and inspire the actions that transform us and transform the world. I'm the Reverend Julia Hamilton, and I am joined this morning by Matthew Grissett, our music director, Heather Levin on piano, Chuck Flax and Carol Schwitzer and Keir Zecker, and all of you who have chosen to be here this morning to grow together. I'd like to extend a special welcome to any visitors, family, and friends we have joining us here in this room or at home. We would love to get to know you better. And this is the second Sunday of the month, which means that we have a get to know you orientation in the office right after the service. So if you'd like to know a little bit more about this congregation, maybe meet a few other new folks, stop by the office during our coffee hour to say hello. All are welcome, of course, to stay for coffee and conversation after the service here in our inside Parish Hall today, because it's a bit drippy outside, or online in the Zoom room if you want to stick around and talk with folks. We also have a Path to Membership class starting up this coming week. This is 2 Thursday evenings for anyone who'd like to know more about what it means to be a part of this congregation. We'll do a little Unitarian Universalist history. We'll get to know each other and answer any questions you have. All are welcome to join us, whether you're new or just want to meet some new folks. Come on by to our Path to Membership class 2 Thursdays in January. You can talk to Eden in the front office to sign up. There are a lot of things going on in this new year here at the Unitarian Society. I want to highlight one more before I invite someone to come up and talk about our connection circles, which is that we're starting a new program for our families called Pizza Church. So this Friday is going to be the first monthly Friday Pizza Church. It's going to have, as you can guess, pizza, right? As well as a short centering service and an activity for the whole family. We hope you will come and bring friends, but please RSVP to Charlotte Brigante, our Director of Religious Exploration, so she can know how much pizza to buy. And now I would like to invite Carol Schwitzer to come forward to share a bit about our connection circles, which are opening up for signups in this new year.
So twice a month for about an hour and a half, I do something healing for myself. I look forward to my connection circle meetings, and here are 4 of the reasons why. First, I stop being busy. I stop doing, planning, and doing business. It's a time of rest and peace. Then we look at our lives, the group together looks at our lives through different lenses. The themes such as resistance, creativity, vulnerability. Next, I find out how my fellow circle members have different experiences and perspectives from mine, so I learn about them, and I learn about how much we are the same, making our way through life the best we can, earnestly, maybe not always so skillfully, bringing what we have and who we are. And fourth, I relax into this space of trust that we create together. I'm filled with the joy of this shared experience. We're doing signups for connection circles now, between now and January 22nd for our next session, which runs February through June. During those 5 months, we meet twice a month for an hour and a half. If you're a member of USSB or if you're exploring becoming a member, you are welcome. And I want to point out that in your pink notices at the bottom of the front, it says Circles of Peace, Connection of Trust and Trust. That is the notice, and the link to sign up is on that. Thank you.
So if one of your New Year's resolutions has been to deepen connection with others, I cannot recommend the connection circles enough. Whether you're a longtime member or just exploring this community, go ahead and take a leap and join. You will be glad that you did. I invite you all now to take a breath, to settle yourself wherever you are, to set aside whatever to-do lists you might be carrying in with you this morning, and allow yourself to be fully present here and now to this moment, this community, your own spirit, and our hour of worship together. Let the sound of our bell connect us. If you have a chalice or candle at home, I invite you to prepare to light it with us as I invite Chuck Flax to come forward with our words for chalice lighting this morning.
Our words for chalice lighting are by the poet Anne Hillman. We stand at a new doorway, awaiting that which comes, daring to be human creatures, vulnerable to the beauty of existence, learning to love. This is our challenge and our charge in this new year and in each new moment, to dare to be human creatures, learning to love.
So for the past few years here at the Unitarian Society, every Sunday we've taken a moment to think about the good things around us. And we've called it different things over the years. It started out as the Good Things Jar in 2020 in January. We didn't know what was ahead of us in January of 2020. And this practice of taking time to notice the good has become deeper and richer over these past few years. We had set up a little station that January because we were here in person where people could write on little slips of paper, and then we would put them in a jar that we called the Good Things Jar. Well, then after the pandemic hit, we went virtual with our Good Things Jar. And in 2021, we renamed it the Love and Justice Jar. And then last year in 2022, it was the Hope Jar. And so this year in 2023, we're going to continue this practice of noticing the good around us by starting our Change Jar. Our change for the good, where we take time to notice the changes, big and small, happening in our world that bend that arc toward justice. And starting next Sunday, we're going to bring back our physical opportunity to make little notes to add to our change jar. And they can be small and personal, like maybe you got a new kitten and you want to lift that up. Maybe you started a new job. Maybe something changed in your life. Maybe it changed in the world. It can be as large as your heart will hold, and we'll put them into our change jar. This practice each week of looking for something good to bring into the service on Sunday has changed me, and I hope it has been transformative for you as well. And you never know what might take root when you start noticing the good things. And for today's entry into our collective Change for the Good jar, I'm excited to announce something that I think is not unrelated to this practice we've been cultivating. So Chuck, will you come on up and tell us more about this new project at the Unitarian Society called Good Things Growing?
That's a big buildup, and we'll see if we can live up to it. So many of you are familiar with some of the great activities and experiences that have happened here, primarily for our adult members, around being more educated, learning about contemporary issues, the Contemporary Issues Forum, or great decisions. And that spirit of welcoming the community and building knowledge and broadening our reach a bit inspired me to create something called Good Things Growing. And the focus is on the Santa Barbara experience. And I couldn't, I was, one of the first things that came to mind was our wine community, that people come from all over the world to celebrate our wines. And I wasn't sure how to tie that exactly into, and I don't drink anymore, so the whole thing seemed a little strange. But Jack Reef, one of our congregants, introduced me to a wonderful woman whose name is Iris Duplantier-Rideau. And she signed and gave this book. It's a memoir of her life to our congregation back in July. And I've invited her to come and speak. And you can, in your pink sheet, you'll see it says Good Things Growing. This is just for those of you who want to remember. January 17th from 7 to 9 in Parish Hall. Iris is going to come and she's going to read from her book, and she's going to also bring wine. So we will have wine from Rideau Vineyard. We're also going to have wine from a friend of hers, Gretchen Leaf, and her vineyard is called, or her winery is called La Leaf Winery. And they celebrate, they're very much part of our seventh principle and the connection and the environment. They're an organic winery. So wine will be a focus. But the other thing, the reason why this really, I think, is exciting is that Iris's book is called From White to Black, One Life Between Two Worlds. Iris was born Creole, and that was her ethnic identity in New Orleans. She spent the first, I don't know, maybe close to 10, 12 years of her life in New Orleans, and was raised in this Creole community and was fair enough skinned to pass as a white person. And her memoir is full of a story of trying to understand what it means in this America, which unfortunately hasn't changed that much in the 70 years since she was in New Orleans, in terms of race relations. Her story is about coming to terms with her Black identity. It's also a story of the American dream, because she's the first Black woman to found and own a winery, which she opened in Santa Ynez. She's a wonderful woman. She's just great to talk to. So that's the other benefit of this. This is not going to be a lecture per se. It's going to be a chance to experience each other. I'm trying to invite a wider community of Santa Barbara to celebrate both Iris, the diversity of Black and white identities, and also wine and each other. So I encourage you to come. I hope you all can make it. We're going to try to develop this into a series. And in fact, Ken Ralph and I are working on February, where Ed Bastian is going to come and talk about living and dying well. And Ken and I have yet to fully connect on this, but we're going to make it happen. And so that will be the next event in February. And I'm open to ideas. If there are things going on in our community that you want to lift up, that you think will have a broader impact and interest to our broader community, and you'd like to celebrate them, let's talk and let's put an event together. We're going to try to do this every month. So thank you very much. And I look forward to seeing you on the 17th.
So let us now sing together number 122, Circle Round for Freedom. Please rise in body and spirit wherever you are and join us for 122. Oh, 155. I am sorry. 155. It takes a village.
And for those who are not familiar with this one, if you're reading out of the hymnal, the melody is the middle staff. The middle staff. We'll sing through it twice.
Circle round for freedom, circle round for peace,
For all of us imprisoned, circle the children of our children. Keep the circle whole. Circle round for freedom. Circle round for peace. For all of us in prison. Circle for release. Circle for the planet. Circle for each soul. For the children of our children. Keep the circle whole.
Now, I know that it's the second Sunday of the month, so why not start the new year by breaking a little bit with tradition, right? Sunday, we're going to celebrate our January birthdays. So if you have a January birthday instead of the first Sunday, we're going to celebrate it today. And I invite you to come on forward so that we can send you some birthday wishes. And if you want to just say your name and the day you were born, and you can claim all of your years if you want to, but that's always optional. So just come on right up here in front of our fire bowl here. Come on up, and we have a birthday video with a few folks, so let's play that, and then we're going to hear from these fine folks up front. Send your birthday love up here as we pass the mic, and you introduce yourself and just say the day you were born.
Good morning. Is this on?
Sure, that would help, wouldn't it? Yes, there we go.
Okay. Good morning. My name's Jim McMath, and my birthday is on January 5th, a couple days ago. And I might add that today is Elvis's birthday. And I'm 72 years old. Thank you.
Judy Fontana, and I will be 75 on Tuesday, January 10th.
Mindy Nelson, my birthday is January 28th, and I'll be 48.
Judy Robinson, I will be 80 on January 14.
I'm Sally Hamilton. I'll be only 79 on January 30th.
I'm Emma Parent, and I'm going to be 15 on January 31st.
I'm Janet Brinkman. I will be 76 on January 16th. And my mother is still alive at age 100 and a half.
Ooh.
Also on January 16th, I will be 70, and my name is Karen Mead.
I'm Mary Zerbuchen, and I was born on January 17th, the same day as Benjamin Franklin, Betty White, and Michelle Obama.
So take a minute and send some love and birthday wishes to these fine folks. May this coming year unfold for you with joy and grace. May your mind open to the wonder of the world. May your spirit grow wiser. May your heart grow more loving. May you have friends to laugh with you in the good times and cry with you in the hard times. The world is a richer place because you are in it, and we are so glad you were born. Happy birthday to you all. You may be seated. I love celebrating birthdays in this community. So we have a story this morning, and this is a story that some of you may have heard before, but I want you to go ahead and take it in. If you've heard it before, if it's new to you, it's a story from the Buddhist tradition. And once upon a time, there were two monks on a journey, an older monk and a younger monk, making a long journey to visit another monastery when they came to a rushing river with a swift current. And as they walked up to the banks of that current, they noticed another traveler walking up beside them, a young woman who stood uncertainly by the water. She looked at the water, she looked at the monks, and she said, "This river is much swifter than I am able to manage. I can't swim. Can you help me across?" The younger monk didn't even look at her. He just strode into the water, crossed across, and landed on the other bank and waited there. The older monk looked at the woman, picked her up, carried her across the water, set her down. The younger monk was obviously very distraught. They continued on their journey. The woman went on her way, the two monks on their way. And they walked for an hour in silence. But the older monk could see the younger monk getting more and more agitated. They walked for 2 hours in silence. They walked for 3 hours in silence. Until finally the younger monk could stand it no more. "Why did you pick up that woman and carry her across the river like that?" he blurted out. "You know we have taken vows. Vows never to touch a woman, vows to never become distracted from our prayers. How could you do that?" The older monk looked at the younger monk and said, "My brother, I set that woman down on the riverbank hours ago. Why are you still carrying her?" And so ends our story. So we're here this morning to ask ourselves the question, what are we still carrying that we no longer need to take with us on our journey? We all have things we've been carrying from this past year that we wish we could set down. Stories that weigh us down, that keep us from moving forward on the journey of our lives with open hearts and a light step. Habits that we've been holding on to that we are ready to release. This ritual, this burning bowl ritual we are about to engage in, it's a chance to borrow some of the elemental power of our chalice, this flame that we light each week, and invite that flame to help us let it go, set it down, and move on. We can use this moment to lighten our load, release whatever it is you feel might be holding you back, burn away burdens or mistakes that occupy too much of your mind, cast out any fears that might be keeping you small or heavy, and perhaps clear some ground so that you can make space for something new to emerge. We can use this moment to imagine who we might be if we allowed ourselves to release whatever it is that has been weighing us down, so that we can live and love more fully in the year to come. So to start with, I invite us all just to take a breath and take a moment to listen. Listen to the space that we're in together. Listen to the voice inside of yourself. Pay attention to your body in this moment, this body that has lived through your entire life, your lived experiences held within you. And think about what you're feeling right now and where the weight is in you right now. What else are you feeling? After that first, what's the second? What else do you notice? As you pay attention to yourself and your body, perhaps there is something emerging that you are ready to set down. Something you feel ready to say, this stops here. Something that's making it hard for you to move forward in the way that you would like. Stories or habits you are ready to let go of. Perhaps it is something you've asked about yourself, or maybe others have asked of you. Why are you still carrying that? In just a moment, for those of you here in the sanctuary, these baskets will be passed around the space, and in it are pencils and little slips of something called flash paper, right? This is flash paper. It will burn quickly and cleanly. When you hold it over a flame and release it quickly, the paper will burn up. If you don't want to do it yourself, that's okay. I'm here to help. And if you're at home, I invite you to take a pen and paper and perhaps write something down to burn later in a safe place, or put it into a bowl of water and watch it dissolve. Once you have clarity about what it is you want to set down, and you can write it on the paper, or you can just sort of imbue the paper with that intention. Nobody will see it except for you and the flame and the universe. So we'll offer you a few minutes with music for reflection as we go ahead and pass out these baskets.
Loosen, baby. You don't have to carry the weight of the world in your muscles and bones. Let go, let go, let go. Loosen, baby. You don't have to carry the weight of the world in your muscles and bones. Let go, let go, let go. Loosen, baby. You don't have to carry the weight of the world in your muscles and bones. Let go, let go, let go. Loosen, baby. You don't have to carry the weight of the world in your muscles and bones. Let go, let go, let go. Holy breath and holy name, will you ease this pain? Holy breath and holy name, will you ease this pain? Loosen, baby, and you don't have to carry the weight of the world in your muscles and bones. Let go, let go, let go. Loosen, baby, and you don't have to carry the weight of the world in your muscles and bones. Let go, let go, let go. Loosen, baby, and you don't have to carry the weight of the world in your muscles muscles and bones. Let go, let go, let go. Loosen, loosen, baby. You don't have to carry the weight of the world in your muscles and bones. Let go, let go, let go. Loosen, loosen, baby. And you don't have to carry the weight of the world in your muscles and bones. Let go, let go, let go. Loosen, loosen, baby. And you don't have to carry the weight of the world in your muscles and bones. Will you ease this pain? Loosen, loosen, baby. And you don't have to carry the weight of the world in your muscles and bones. Let go, let go, let go. Loosen, loosen, baby. And you don't have to carry the weight of the world in your muscles and bones. Let go, let go, let go. Loosen, loosen, baby. And you don't have to carry the weight of the world in your muscles and bones. Let go, let go, let go. Loosen, loosen, baby. And you don't have to carry the weight of the world in your muscles and bones. Let go, let go, let go. Loosen, loosen, baby. And you don't have to carry the weight of the world in your muscles and bones. Let go, let go, let go. Loosen, loosen, baby. And you don't have to carry the weight of the world in your muscles and bones. Let go, let go, let go. Holy baby, and you don't have to carry the weight of the world in your muscles and bones. Will you ease this pain? Loosen, loosen, baby, and you don't have to carry the weight of the world in your muscles and bones. Will you ease this pain? Loosen, loosen, baby, and you don't have to carry the weight of the world in your muscles and bones. Let go, let go, let go. Loosen, loosen, baby, and you don't have to carry the weight of the world in your muscles and bones. Let go, let go, let go. Holy baby, and holy carry the weight of the world in your muscles and bones. Will you ease this pain? Loosen, loosen, baby, and you don't have to carry the weight of the world in your muscles and bones. Let go, let go, let go. Loosen, loosen, baby, and you don't have to carry the weight of the world in your muscles and bones. Let go, let go, let go. Loosen, loosen, baby, and you don't have to carry the weight of the world in your muscles and bones. Let go, let go, let go. Loosen, loosen, baby, and you don't have to carry the weight of the world in your muscles. let go, let go. Holy baby, and
You don't have to
holy
carry the weight of the world in your muscles and bones. Let go, let go, let go. Loosen, loosen, baby.
and
You don't have to carry the weight of the world in your muscles and bones. Let go, let go, let go.
Loosen, loosen, baby.
And
You don't have to carry the weight of the world in your muscles and bones. Let go, let go, let go. Loosen, loosen, baby. You don't have to carry the weight of the world in your muscles and bones. Let go, let go, let go. Holy baby, and holy
carry the weight of the world in your muscles and bones.
will you
Let
ease
go,
this
let
pain?
go. Loosen, loosen, baby.
And
You don't have to carry the weight of the world in your muscles and bones.
will you ease this pain? Loosen, loosen, baby.
And
You don't have to carry the weight of the world in your muscles and bones. Let go, let go, let go. Loosen, loosen, baby.
And
You don't have to carry the weight of the world in your muscles and bones. Let go, let go, let go. Holy baby, and holy
carry the weight of the world in your muscles and bones.
will you ease this pain?
Holy
baby, and
holy
carry
the weight of the world in your muscles and
will you ease this pain? Loosen, loosen, baby. You don't have to carry the weight of the world in your muscles and bones. Let go, let go, let go. Loosen, loosen, baby. You don't have to carry the weight of the world in your muscles and bones. Let go, let go, let go. Loosen, loosen, baby. You don't have to carry the weight of the world in your muscles and bones. Let go, let go, let go. Loosen, loosen, baby. You don't have to carry the weight of the world in your muscles and bones. Let go, let go, let go. The weight of the world in your muscles and bones. Let go, let go, let go.
You don't have to carry the weight of the world in your muscles and bones. May all that has been released return its power to the universe. The burdens named and unnamed be lightened. And I'm going to close our ritual with this blessing in the words of the poet Jan Richardson. I do not know how to keep it all together, or by what patterns this world might finally hold. What I know is that our hearts are bigger than this sky that wheels above us, And what shines through all this darkness shines through us, setting every shattered thing into a new constellation. And we can turn our faces toward that light, to the grace of those stars that turn in us. Blessings on the release and the beginning of a new year. One of the things we do here at the Unitarian Society is try to release our love into the world by putting it out there with partners in projects that move us towards a world of more love and justice. And so we give away a portion of our offertory each week, each month, to an organization that helps us move our love and values in the world. And one of our most beloved partnerships is with folks who have become friends on the Hopi and Navajo reservations, where we return year after year. And I'd like to invite Kier Zecker to come forward and share a little bit about what it means to be returning this year to Hopi.
Sumi Nangwa, the name of the organization we partner with, is a Hopi phrase for coming together to help and benefit each other without an expectation of any reward. And I was on the first trip to the Hopi lands, the ancestral lands, and my son, Drew, who was 13 at the time, was also there. And I called him yesterday. I was curious, after 11 years, what he remembered about this trip. And he said he was struck how generous the elders were to share their stories and knowledge. They welcomed our questions. I felt their way of life was being left in the past, and they were such a resource for this wisdom that it wouldn't be here much longer. It changed the way I view my grandparents and the value of listening to other cultures' stories. My experience was this time with the elders, because of Suma Namwa relationships and trust with the people there, gave us opportunity to be ourselves and for them to be themselves, to have a trust in this exchange of our ways of life and our ideas. And in a few months, at the end of March, we're making another service trip with the youth of today with Subi Nangwa. And I'm very grateful we've maintained this connection so that this opportunity for our youth to hear this wisdom of living deeply at peace with the world, deeply at peace with the natural world, in a way that only these elders have witnessed and understand, that we have opportunity to listen, that we have this opportunity before it's gone to listen and hear. They welcome our help. There's also help that they have in material needs, specific supplies that they use to keep their way of life and their traditions and their art alive. And we as a congregation help by bringing this to them. They welcome our help and we welcome your help. So please be generous today and offer charity as you're willing and able. And join me now in reading our gratitude of our affirmation of gratitude and giving. Let us be grateful when we are able to give, for many do not have that privilege. Let us be grateful for those who share their gifts with us, for we are enriched by their giving. And let us be grateful even for our gifts, so that we may learn from the generosity of others.
Mother Earth, beloved garden, living treasure underfoot. All our days you ground our being, sage and thistle, grass and root. Herbs to heal us, plants to feed us, land to till and tend and plow. With a pendant deep as midnight north, we ask you be here now. Father, ere your inspiration holds together all that lives, as we breathe, your mind see clearly, leading us to love and give. Raging whirlwind, whispered breezes, violent gale and gentle cloud. With a blade as sharp as morning east, we ask you be here now. Brother fire, great transformer, share the passion of the sun. In our hearts a warmth revives us, cooks our food and heats our homes. Flaming candle directing within us, blazing desert will to grow. With the one directing power south, we ask you be here now.
I invite everyone to take another breath, a big, deep, cleansing breath into that open space you just cleared in your spirit. Now that we've cleared some of that space, let go of some of those burdens, and as we prepare to leave this place, this sanctuary that we create together, to head back out into the world again, this world that always seems ready to pile its burdens right back into our open hands. So what if instead of leaving here with empty hands, what if we take a moment instead to fill them up with gratitude? After all, how can the old burdens be piled back into our arms if they are already full of the things that we are grateful for, already holding love, already committed to the good work of building a more beloved world together? Like the monk at the riverbank, when we attend to what is here and now in front of us, when we answer the need of the moment, when we see what is ours to pick up and what is ours to set down, then we can move forward on our journey with a clear mind and heart. So I invite you to take just a moment and gather up some gratitude into your arms. Think of something that you are looking forward to out in this world. Think of something that you are grateful for in your life right now. Think of something that is part of that constellation of love in your life, and fill your arms with that. And I will share our final reading in the form of a prayer by Elaine Kizea, titled Here I Am. May my wisest self guide me through this day. May she remind me to look through eyes of wonder and see the abundant beauty of here and now. To live from my toes up, grounded on this precious earth, in this miraculous body. To open my heart, flinging wide its shutters so no defenses cut me off. to employ my hands to create beauty, to soothe suffering, and to unlock potentials. Eyes, feet, heart, hands. From here, I can wake to my life and the gift that it is. From here, I can move through my day with simple ease. From here, I can spread compassion and love. From here, I can mend the world. May I be in harmony with the current that flows through all and be a faithful expression of this sacred source of love. Here I am. Here we are in this new year together. Amen. Blessed be, and may it be so. Let us sing together one more time. This is a song that many of you might be familiar with. I Am Willing by Holly Near. The words are on the screen in front of you. Please rise in body and spirit and join in singing I Am Willing.
I am open and I am willing, for to be hopeless would seem so strange. It dishonors those who go before us, so lift me up to the light of change. There is a hurting in my family. There is sorrow in my town. There is a panic all across the nation, and there is wailing the whole world round. I am open and I am willing, for to be hopeless would seem so strange. It dishonors those who go before us, so lift me up to the light of change. May the children see more clearly. May the elders be more wise. May the winds of change caress us, even though they burn my eyes. I am open and I am willing, for to be hopeless seems so strange. It dishonors those who go before us, so lift me up to the light of change. Give me a mighty yoke to hold my confusion. Give me a desert to hold my fears. Give me a sunset to hold my wonder. Give me an ocean to hold my tears. For I am open and I am willing, for to be hopeless would seem so strange. It dishonors those who go before us, so lift me up to the light
together, and you can put your hands over your heart if you would like to. If you know the person next to you and you know you have permission to hold hands with them, keep each other safe. Extend yourself in spirit to that larger love that moves in us and through us and beyond us. Get connected wherever you are. And as you go out into this beautiful and heartbreaking world, may the light of love shine upon you, out from within you, be gracious unto you, and bring you peace. For this is the day we are given. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Let us call out a blessing. Call out a blessing, call
out a blessing, call out a blessing, call out a blessing, call out a blessing, call out a blessing, call out,
Thank you all. Go in peace. I have one more thing to share before we break. This month, as we start the new year, we are going to start off getting to know each other better. We are asking people to share a little biography that we can make available to the members of the congregation. Julie Lope is here with a sign. Julie is going to be out in the courtyard. And please stop by. You'll be hearing more about the Member Biography Project. You'll be getting an email about it. Please share a little bit about yourself so we can get to know each other, and go in peace today.